Big Brother 27-foot winner Ashley Hollis is open to an all-winners season, so she can get a better edit. The things that shocked me the most were probably Ava, Reilly, and definitely Vince. She tells the Wrap of seeing what she missed on the live feeds. 4. Big Brother. Fans who watched the show on the live feeds this season, Ashley Hollis defeating four-time head of household Vince Panaro in the season 27 finale. Didn't really come as a surprise. However, if you only casually followed along with the edited show on CBS, the young lawyer's win may have seemed a tad out of nowhere. I haven't watched the show all the way back yet, but the things that shocked me the most were probably like Ava, Reilly, and definitely Vince. As people saw on my Instagram, me and Vince were never close. I never even wanted to work with him. That was all strategy. I wanted him out since the early days. But then I started seeing he could take me further. The connection with Morgan, that was always two votes that I would have, because him and Morgan were obviously very close, as people saw. Morgan was running that man in the game, Hollis told the Wrap. I knew I would always be safe with him, even though we didn't really vibe. Big Brother 27-foot spoilers, who wins post-double eviction HOH? On September 18, 2025, Big Brother detonated its double eviction twist, and Morgan Pope seized power on the spot. The Inquirer's recap confirms that Pope won head of household during the live double eviction episode. She immediately set the board for a frantic overnight reset. In other words, Morgan Pope wins Big Brother head of household after double eviction, and that single swing compressed a week of gameplay into minutes. Double eviction recap, September 18th. Per the same day of recap, Pope used her leverage fast. She nominated Keanu and Lauren that night. It forced allies to show their cards with almost no time to campaign. This put immediate pressure on whoever survived the whirlwind vote. Who is the new HOH, September 19th? Power was flipped again, less than 24 hours later. On September 19, 2025, Vince Panaro became head of household, again, as the Inquirer puts it. This set up a second round of nominations and veto calculus before the House could settle from the double eviction shock. How local coverage framed it. The Oklahoman published a same-day explainer on September 19, 2025, who won head of household on Big Brother. Recap the double eviction, see new HOH. This piece laid out the live show chaos and the immediate power transition. The piece is by Josh Kelly and centers the double-to-daily turnover that drove the week's strategy. Unlocked episode context, September 20th. For a broader context around the special programming, Rob has a podcast released Big Brother 27, Unlocked Episode 5 Recap on September 20th, 2025. It was hosted by Corey Wurtenberger and America Lopez with guest Zach Wurtenberger. Their discussion digs into the special episode's beats and how the sudden power shifts reshape endgame paths, robusawebsite.com. Why it matters for Big Brother's endgame. 2 HOH results in 2 straight days punish complacency and reward adaptable social play. Pope's double eviction win triggered instant nominations. Panaro's next day HOH redrew risk lines again before anyone could rebuild. That 24-hour sequence, September 18th into September 19th, shrinks campaigning windows and magnifies the power of veto. It also forces swing votes to choose between rewarding recent power or targeting it immediately. The House now moves into the next ceremony with almost no buffer. Every misstep will be amplified on the live show. Bottom line, Pope's double eviction HOH set the tempo, and Panaro's follow-up HOH kept the pressure on. All eyes now turn to nominations and veto play to see which alliance capitalizes on the back-to-back flips on Big Brother. Big Brother 27 winner Ashley Hollis talks about what's next. Ashley Hollis reflects on her Big Brother win. I didn't take Vince to give him $75,000. I took him so I could get $750,000. After surviving week 1, enduring Showergate, and lasting 83 days in the house, the undercover attorney explains how she sealed her 6-1 jury victory over Vince Panaro. Ashley Hollis staged one of the great comebacks in Big Brother history. Targeted for eviction in Week 1 by Vince Panaro, the undercover attorney saved herself with a clutch power of veto win, weathered the chaos of Showergate, and went on to outlast the competition for 83 days. In the end, she triumphed over Vince, the very person who tried to send her packing on day 10, securing the $750,000 prize in a decisive 6-1 jury vote. Read on for our full Q&A with Ashley, or watch the video above, to see how she reflects on her Big Brother 27 win, the moves that defined her game, and what she hopes comes next. Gold Derby. Congratulations. What was the first thought that ran through your head when Julie announced you won the $750,000? Popular on Gold Derby. Ashley, oh my gosh. Well, first thank you for the congratulations. It was the best feeling in the world. Honestly, I was ready to just open that door. I mean, Vince was giving me a long hug, which I really appreciated. I do love Vince as a person, but I was also like, I want to get out. I want to see Julie, which all season, you don't want to see Julie because that means you're evicted. But I wanted to see Julie. I wanted to see the cast, wanted to see my family. I couldn't believe it. I was in shock. You've been cooped up for a long time. What did you miss the most? Well, I miss my phone, but too, I literally just miss going to restaurants, going to sit out and eat, going for walks, seeing your family, calling them, FaceTiming them. You have literally no connection to the outside world when you're in the show. So it's crazy. After you cut Morgan, Rachel immediately screamed and cried. We kind of knew where the jury was leaning at that point. What were you thinking going into that moment? I literally manifested it. I was working hard on my speech the days before. I was ready for whoever I sat next to. I knew against Morgan it'd be an uphill battle, but I was going to give it everything. I put my lawyer hat on, came up with counter-arguments, and thought, man, I think I could win this game for real. What if Vince had cut Morgan himself and taken you to the end? Do you think you still could have pulled it off? I think it would have been closer. The jury felt Vince was always playing Morgan's game, but if he made that final move evicting her, it could have gone either way. My arguments still stood. He turned allies into enemies, played a reckless social game, and had terrible jury management. But he could have spun it as a big move. You never know, but I think my case was strong either way. You were underestimated, especially by Vince. How poetic was it to beat him in the end after he nominated you Week 1? Oh, absolutely. I didn't take him there to give him $75,000. I took him there for me to get $750,000. Had I won that final veto, I would have cut him. It would have been a big move for my resume. But at the end of the day, I came here to win this game for my family. Evicting Morgan was hard. She's one of my favorite people and will be at my wedding, but it was the right decision. I trusted my gut, and I won because of it. Love that you brought up Showergate. It was such a wild moment. How long was that shower, really? It was literally like 30 minutes. And may I just add, I felt very vindicated because after the live show ended, Julie Chin Moonves told me she had watched it back. She said it wasn't 2 hours, it was 30, maybe 40 minutes max. She told me, you weren't crazy, it wasn't a long shower out of the ordinary. So I felt very validated having Julie in my corner on that one. You also made history as the only person ever to try to change your vote live on the air. What do you remember about that day? I walked in, said what I had to say, and walked out immediately. I didn't hear Julie saying no, no, no. When they read the vote, I thought someone else had done the same thing. I had no idea my vote still counted. You said your ability to turn enemies into allies was one of your best arguments. Who was the toughest to flip? Vinny. I never fully trusted him, but I had to pretend I did because he kept winning HOH after the Judges' Alliance formed. I knew he was only keeping me around because of Morgan, so I played into it. It was very hard to convince him to trust me, we just never had that connection. Rachel screamed when you won HOH and cried when Morgan was evicted. How close were you with her? Rachel was my bestest friend. At first I didn't trust her, but after Amy left we became attached at the hip. She was my ride or die. I wiped her tears, she motivated me, and she always gave sound advice. She's one of the most down-to-earth people I've ever met. Truly. Your guide to the Big Brother Season 27 cast and eliminations. For another season, the show's 27th to be exact, and so are the alliances, backstabbing, and general shenanigans. Oh, and so is the crippling anxiety of watching the first few episodes and not being able to keep any of the contestants straight. If you want to avoid that last one, you've come to the right place. Read on to find out everything you need to know about the Big Brother Season 27 cast, and how to stalk them on Instagram. This season has recruited an eclectic group of players, from aura painter Ava Pearl to dungeon master Keanu Soto, and, personally, I'm having a blast watching who gets along and who becomes mortal enemies. Check back in as the season progresses to find out who gets evicted. Big Brother star Ashley Hollis defends her win from naysayers, reacts to Vince's final speech,